Hey guys, what's up? Remember, if you like the videos, like, sub, silly, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks. Also, I'm using a new headphone thing today. I actually did get sent headphones to review and a microphone. So let me know what you think about the microphone. I actually don't know if I'm going to do a review on it because I can't get it to work on my computer. It works on my PS4 fine, but computer so far I can't get it to work. Although I got to say, this thing is so loud, dude. You will be able to hear anything because even at one, these headphones are extremely loud, dude. Like, I don't think you're gonna have a problem hearing anything with these headphones, dude. But what am I gonna talk about today? I'm gonna ramble just a quick little bit. People saying this is the worst patch of the game ever, the worst version of the game ever, blah, blah, blah. And so kind of talking about that subject, you know what I mean, compared to the very first version of the game, it's hard to say if this is, is this worse than the last patch? You know what I mean? I guess it could be. I would say that, of course, you know, I've given my opinion. They've done so many weird changes with this game, you know what I mean? Oh, we hate, you know, people complaining that we hate moves that move you forward too much. They finally started agreeing with me after all these years that it's excessive. And what did they do? They doubled down on it. You know what I mean? People have complained about, you know, sparking for years, though. And what did they do? They doubled down on it. You know what I mean? This patch has so many fucking weird, nonsensical changes, right? So could this patch be the worst? You know what I mean? For sure. But I just wanted to talk about really more so thinking about the very first version of the game, because, you know, if people are comparing it to that, because the thing is, I've talked about it before, especially in like a culture or the way that video games work nowadays, where everything is patched so fucking often, dude. You never even give the game time to marinate, dude. You know, we're never going to see what season 1 could have actually been like. And these examples are so good because I've said it before. You got to remember, dude, look at the shit I was doing when this game first came out. Look at how this game was played for 6 months before I finally touched it. Bomb loops. People have never done bomb loops with Gohan. There were never any double supers with Goku. There were never even homing dash rejumps. Trunks flip combos. None of this shit existed. It's the cell loops. None of this shit existed for 6 months in the game, despite me saying it was going to be in the game because I could tell how it could look, right? I want you to think about that. It wasn't until Season 2 that people finally started doing the homing dash rejumps that I was doing in videos, right? Look at some of these, you know, look at some of these other Team Gohan bomb loops that people use nowadays, that now people are like, oh yeah, it's real. Do you remember, you can go back, look on Twitter and Discord when people were saying that all the bomb loops I were doing with Team Gohan, do you remember these guys were actually saying that I was cheating to do it? And it was like, oh, Clayton's saying it's basically like a code. Oh yeah, sure, you can up, down, left, right, A, B, A, whatever, B, A, select, start. That's how simple this game was played for a year. So when people talk about the meta of Season 1, if you would have kept playing the game, there's no reason to believe that would have been continued to be the meta, because people during Season 1 were still saying that, you know, what the fuck? People were still saying that homing dash rejumps were fake till Season 2. Do you know what I mean? Do you remember simple shit like this? People didn't believe. Remember I was doing like auto combo shit? Wait, I'm trying to think of like a good setup. Like, you know that? I'm trying to like think of what. Do you know what I mean? Like delayed auto combos. You know, people remember, because I was doing all those crazy combos with auto combos in the air to change my momentum for attacks to make certain combos work better. That stuff is commonplace, but people didn't even believe that shit was real till like either a year after the game was already out, after I'd done it. Do you remember I was doing laser beam loops with Goku and all that kind of stuff a week into the game, and now everyone's trying to do that shit? Do you know what I mean? So what I'm getting at is you don't know how Season 1 would have been played if it would have not been patched as much as the game had, because people weren't even doing all the stuff that I was doing. A lot of the stuff that is commonplace now, people said was fake in Season 1 when I did it. Even if you look at something like Vegito. What am I doing? Oh. You know, like the Banshee Blast stuff. Do you remember when Vegito came out and I was actually doing weird shit like that? Do you know what I mean? At first, because I was trying to find like easier ways to do it. And I even did some like full screen Banshee Blast thing, you know what I mean? Blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? It was months, actually. If you go back and look at the dates, it was months before I finally found, oh yeah, those are B&B Banshee Blast links. It took me months to find that. You know what I mean? I found that stuff even after I was doing all those crazy tag team combos. It took me a while to flesh out the character, right? So again, so much shit in this game. Like I said, it doesn't matter if it's foundational shit. There's like B&B stuff nowadays to complicated shit. Almost all the shit is in the game for me, right? But the thing is, do you know if this is the worst version of the game? Do you know if the first version of the game is the worst? Blah, blah, blah. We don't even know how the very first version of the game would have turned out because they patched it too quickly. You know what I mean? That's when I talk about this patch culture of you patch games too quickly. You don't even let it marinate, right? You know what I mean? I totally believe if, you know, because what did they do? I think it was like season 2. It was like halfway through season 2. Do you remember Goku had... Oh, wait. What am I doing? Shit. God, it's been a long time. I fucked that up. And then you could do that again. And then like another one into all these tag team supers. Do you remember they patched that shit out of the game? Not just this shit. Do you know what I mean? Not just when they originally took out that stuff, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, I found ways to do, you're talking about triple supers and shit like that, dude. Do you remember they patched that shit? I totally believe if they would have like not patched that out, you know, they patched it out before people were using it in real matches. People are like, oh, those are just combo videos. I totally believe people would have done those in real matches if they did not patch it out. But anyway, the point is, I guess what I'm saying is, you know, how do you know which version of the game is the best or the worst when you patch the game so fast before people are even totally playing it to its full potential, right? Did you get what I'm saying? And finally, something else I forgot to say on that last patch video was this patch is also a very clear indicator to me and just another proof that I talk about. People say they don't care about combos, you know what I mean? But this patch is proof because they keep making so many of these other random kind of combos easier so everybody can do it. Like I was talking with Daimo, you know, Daimo recently, he was doing, you know what I mean, these, he was doing like auto combo or loops and everything like that. And since it's easier, everybody wants to do it now, blah, 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 blah. And it's like people are forgetting, go back, look years ago. Years ago with Vegito, I was doing orb loops. You know what I mean? When they were harder, dude, right? But so much stuff is just made easier. The Frieza orb loops are easier. You know, all this shit is just easier that I had already done, right? And now everybody wants to do it, right? Yet they don't care about combos. Yeah, once they can do it, they sure do want to post that they did it as well for clout. So anyway, that's just me rambling. I guess I'm trying this new microphone as well. But so I just wanted to talk about people like, oh, this patch is the worst. This patch is the best. You know what I mean? All these patches have had stupid stuff in them. Nonsensical changes that make no sense. You know what I mean? All around, right? So some patches are like, oh, that makes no sense. Some patches are like, that makes no sense. Some patches, oh, that's a good change. That's a good change. Whatever. You can pick and choose. But it's hard to say for some of these past patches when you've patched them so quickly before people have even played it to its full potential. Again, people complain about season 1, like, oh, the meta of Gotenks and, you know, Yamcha, blah, blah, blah. It's like, motherfucker, you guys were still saying homing dash rejumps were fake in season 1. And that stuff I was doing was fake. Okay, so what the fuck do you know about the game? Because you can be sure when I made these tag team videos with Vegito, Team Gohan, and Goku, when people were still saying that all the bomb loops I was doing was fake, you know what I mean? Can you imagine if they would have actually, once you start to play the game, doing more and more of the shit that I showed as possible? You know, because muscle memory is a thing. The game is brand new. It's going to take a while to get used to stuff. I said before, the very first year of this game, I was still forgetting the buttons in this game. That's how little I played it, right? I just looked at the footage, so I knew how the fuck the game was going to work. But muscle memory is a thing. You got to get used to the way a game plays. You know what I mean? Muscle memory is a real thing. So, of course, when a game is brand new, yeah, maybe it's going to be hard to do some of this shit in real matches because the game is brand new. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Nowadays, you see people do homing dash rejumps. People don't even think about it. because they're so used to doing it now, right? Yet again, go back and look. When the game first came out, when I was doing it, people said it was fake and not real and would never happen in real matches. So anyway, that's me blabbing about the game. Remember, if you like videos, like, sub, comment, share, support the channel if you want. I appreciate it. Thanks to the end.